Alright, so you know the drill. We need to just like my History of Tarzan Ball speedrunning documentary, we need to answer when was the first IQ Ball speedrun ever performed. As it turns out, the question is very complicated to answer. Even though they used a new character in a later version of IQ Ball that was used in the other games in the series, we will use this character since that is the original version of the game when it was first released on July 13th, 2010. The first run that was submitted by a player to the game's speedrun.com leaderboard was a 6 minutes and 7 seconds time by Pepe Luvis U on the 4th of February 2016. What was so weird was that nobody else ever recorded a full playthrough of the game. No Blue Line's been 6 years after the release of the game. After spending several hours scouring YouTube for ancient recordings of the game, we have found few that could be possibly added to the leaderboards and marked as world records. Going backwards in time, in third place for being the oldest known recording of the game, we have a full playthrough of the game uploaded by Kilo Hugos on July 19th, 2010, 6 days after the release of the game. The time of the run will clock out to 4 minutes and 25 seconds, but the lack of any game or background audio makes it impossible to tell if the walkthrough is spliced. Next up, in second place for being the oldest known recording of the game, we have yet again another full playthrough of the game performed by Ro, and it's actually the first ever performed IQ Ball speedrun performed. But speedrun.com said that it was performed on the 4th of February 2016, when it was actually performed on July 17th, 2010, 4 days after the release of the game. And the time of the run will clock out to 3 minutes and 53 seconds, a world record. Finally, in first place for being the oldest known recording of the game, we have yet again another full playthrough of the game uploaded by Mr. Battlefield Hero 100 once again on July 15th, 2010, 2 days after the release of the game. The time of the run would have clocked out to 8 minutes and 6 seconds, but the slight discontinuity entering level 25 makes it unsubmittable to the leaderboards anyways. It's impossible to know if the gap is 2 seconds or 1 minute. The only thing that's heard in the recordings is a remake of the Mario theme. The coolest thing, though, is the immense lag. Oh, and he did found this creative thing in level 8. But back to Rose Run. His description says, "This is a brief walkthrough of IQ Ball done so that you can receive 200 IQ points in 50 clicks, which is required for 100% completion of the game. The music is Lose Yourself by Eminem, which I do not own the copyrights to, but Fedowid or Alexander Fedosip, the creator of the game, requested it. But I edited out the F word on both occasions. The actual footage stops right before the second time. The video was created by Real Awesome and Aubrey Carter. The video can also be found on GameOf.me. Kinda hard to believe. But since Rose Run is the first world record to have accessible video quality, let's take a dive in the next part to see what speedrunning the game is like. Note that I'm not actually going to say anything. I am going to put up speech boxes to let you know how to beat the game the casual way.